Out in Minneapolis, the fellas and the lovely ladies didn't like it when a white person on a city bus wanted to return a lost wallet. The fellas and lovely ladies wanted to turn that lost wallet into a stolen wallet. Next thing you know, we're in the middle of some very, very nasty black on white violence on the bus. But then let's see how the bus company responds.
More than 250,000 people ride Metro Transit every day in the Twin Cities, and no surprise, we don't always get along.
Tonight, you have a front row seat to an all-out brawl on a bus with questions about how it was handled from the beginning. Here's Tom Blyden of the Fox 9 investigators.
So you're just having a running brawl here with these guys?
Yeah.
This is the story of two good Samaritans who stepped in when others stayed silent on a Metro Transit bus, only to discover the potential peril of doing the right thing.
One of the assailants was like jogging, slow jogging beside him, and he was like, if you keep chasing us, we're gonna kill you.
It was 10 o'clock on an August night last summer when Robert Villanueva and his girlfriend, Tyler Bell, board the 18 down Nicollet Mall. They stand towards the front of the bus, and back is a group passing around a vape pen. At the next stop, a passenger who just got off starts banging on the window.
Hey, he's trying to get on the bus.
He left his wallet on the bus.
No, his wallet. Get that wallet up. Oh, that wallet. That wallet ain't got it.
It was these same young people talking about a wallet and how this baller didn't have anything in his wallet. So they were talking about dispersing whatever contents were in the wallet amongst themselves.
Somebody left their wallet here? No, he didn't leave his wallet.
Thinking it was the right thing to do, said, is there a wallet? Expecting that I could get the wallet, give it to the bus driver, and it could be returned to that man.
Make sure he gets it back, 'cause I've left. No, yeah, I left.
So I was assertive, but not aggressive. I said, is there a wallet? This enraged them within seconds. And for no reason, for no apparent reason, they became really angry, and it was just like a swarm of bees.
A couple of the women from the back confront Robert and Tyler, including a woman with a baby in a stroller. Their screaming will overwhelm the audio system. Robert leans over and asks the bus driver to call police. But the driver shrugs his shoulders. He even appears lighthearted about the ruckus, smiling with another passenger.
He's laughing, and he's kind of making fun of us. He said something to the effect of, yeah, what wallet? Where's the wallet?
At this point, Robert says he's trying to de-escalate the situation. You can see Tyler there behind him. He says he heard someone say, wait for them to get off the bus. They were trapped.
And I knew if we had gotten off that bus, they probably would have attacked us off the bus, and now there's no cameras.
60 seconds later, he'll ask the driver once more to call police. This time, the driver hits an alert button, right as it turns into an all-out brawl. One man grabs the overhead rail to deliver a flying kick. At this point, Robert says he's forced to fight back. The driver tells dispatch there's a fight going on. It's getting crazy. Fists are swinging.
And then immediately, I just start fighting everybody because I'm at that point, I don't know what's going to happen to me. So it's a fight for my life at that point.
Robert's in a chokehold, his head slammed into the fare box. The two women who jumped Tyler drag her off the bus by her hair. And that is where the brawl continues, outside at 12th and Nicollet. The group stole their backpack, phones, and wallet. Robert and Tyler were left bruised, bloody, and with broken teeth.
He said, if you keep chasing me, you're going to get shot.
Robert chased them long enough for police to move in and arrest the four young people. Shariah Batchelor, who had the baby in a stroller, was charged with assault and robbery. She's currently on the run. Anjali Naidu was sentenced to 3 years in Shakopee. Daryl Billups pled guilty and is looking at 4 years in prison. But he's hardly remorseful. He told the Fox 9 investigators, it's not like I shot him in the leg or anything. A fourth suspect is a 17-year-old who will be sent to a group home for 9 months.
Well, the police were amazing. If it wasn't for them, I don't these people would have gotten away with what they did.
But what still bothers Robert is the bus driver and the 60 seconds he waited before calling dispatch.
I personally believe he was incompetent. I think that there are some people who just should not be doing that job.
Did the driver wait too long?
You know, I think we have the benefit of hindsight, right?
Brian Funk is head of operations for Metro Transit.
I think the operator, regardless of when he called the police, did a great job of calling in, providing that suspect info that led to multiple people being picked up within minutes.
So I'm a little confused about what you said just there. Do you believe he should have called earlier?
I don't. In that situation, when I watch it, he's, again, reading, trying to figure out, is this going to resolve itself or not? And in this case, when it clearly is not going to resolve itself, he calls, he gets that immediate response.
You're okay with how your driver handled the situation?
So, yes, I'm okay with how he handled it. Based on what was going on, what he could see, information he had, I think he called at the right time.
But Metro Transit's own police investigation gives a different impression, saying, quote, the victim can be seen begging with the operator to call the cops, but he does not call the police. And despite the video evidence, the bus driver tells investigators it was the male and female claiming to be the victims who actually started the altercation.
Do you specifically not want your bus drivers to engage because you don't want, like in this case, for the troublemakers to turn their attention on the driver?
Our bus operators are not trained as police officers. I don't want them to go in and start trying to grab people by the shirt collars and pull them apart. That's not the role that we're seeking.
And this particular bus did not have a barrier protecting the driver from unruly passengers, which will be installed on 150 buses this summer. Last year, there were 104 aggravated assaults on Metro Transit buses, nearly twice as many as a couple of years ago. There were 174 robberies, 511 thefts, and 3 rapes. Perhaps most concerning for Metro Transit, a 2 million decline in ridership.
There's a kindness initiative that the agency's undertaking.
Metro Transit has a new campaign to promote respect, kindness, and inclusivity on the bus line, recommending riders who see a situation step in and directly intervene if it feels safe to do so. The campaign borders on parody by recommending distract the troublemakers by asking what they think of the weather. There's even a number to text for safety. The one thing Metro Transit doesn't suggest in the campaign is ever talking to the bus driver.
Come to find out, there may have been a reason this bus driver didn't want to get involved. We've learned 3 years ago he assaulted a drunk passenger who didn't pay his fare. Criminal charges were dismissed. He was fired from Metro Transit, but after arbitration, he was hired back. We've also learned that from October through March of this year, his commercial driver's license was revoked. He should not have been driving a Metro Transit bus. Metro Transit won't tell us if they were aware of this before we brought it to their attention. After 12 years with Metro Transit, this bus driver resigned in March. For the Fox 9 investigators, I'm Tom Lydon.
And in a statement to Fox 9, Metro Transit says it never knowingly allows any employee to operate one of their vehicles without an appropriate and valid license. And it is never acceptable to have an unlicensed person operating any Metro Transit vehicle. You can find their full statement on the Fox 9 app.
Okay, so the bus official sitting there looking at this, literally, this life and death violent situation on the bus, and he's just sitting there shrugging his shoulders, refusing.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What?
Please, sir, I want some more.
Refusing to condemn what he clearly sees on video, black and white violence. Refusing to say the bus driver maybe should have done something about it. Okay, but then we figure out the bus driver forgot to renew his driver's license. Then what happens? The bus company gets all pissed off. Oh, we can't have anybody driving the bus without a license. So you forget one little bureaucratic thing and they go crazy. But you see a episode of large-scale black mob violence that was very, very nasty and could have gotten a lot nastier. And the bus company just looks at you like, what? I don't see anything. You know, Minneapolis is turning into ground zero for lots and lots of argy-bargy downtown on the buses and the schools and the malls and the shopping centers. And they're really kind of giving a lot of places a run for their money in their denial, deceit, and delusion about trying to ignore it. Because in Minneapolis, like the other places where they're competing with, they figured out that's probably the best way not to make the black kids angry.